All right, and in this video, this is Charity McKenzie with IDEA. In this video, I'm going to cover equations with variables on both sides. So equations with variables on both sides. So let's start with an equation that's pretty basic. It looks like a second grader writes when I write here. Sometimes I type it, but okay, so let's start pretty basic. What if I had something like 3k equals 2k minus 5, right? So I have a variable on both sides, but in this video, I'm only going to show that they are the same same letter, same variable with the same exponents. Otherwise, it's a lot harder and has a lot more steps if it does it. So what we're going to do is we're going to combine these two. Oh, it's not supposed to be writing. Oh well, maybe it'll undo. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to combine that 3k and the 2k. So anytime something crosses the equal sign, you have to do the opposite of what you see. So what I'm actually going to do is, this is a positive 2k here. I'm going to subtract that 2k, and I'm going to subtract it to the other side as well. So basically, I'm going to add or subtract those like terms together by doing the opposite to cross the equal sign so that they cancel, and I no longer have a k on that right side. I have now moved the k over to the left side. So 3 of them minus 2 of them would leave me 1k, and I can write 1k just as k because that's the same as 1k. Bring my equal sign down. This one's gone, so I have a negative 5 left. And that's our answer. K is equal to negative 5. Let's do a little harder one. Well, what if I have 5x minus 2 equals 3x plus 4? So again, I have variables on both sides, but they're the same one. They're both an x. So I am going to take this x, and I always go to the left side. You can go to the right side. So I could take 5x and subtract it this way. I try to go the way that would give me a positive result. It's really up to you on which way you go. I like to go to the left always when I show this so that you have a specific method to follow so it's easier for you to remember. It also gets easier in the inequality section where you have the greater than and less than, and you do the same process. Okay, so I'm going to take this 3x, and it's positive. So I'm going to minus the 3x over to the 5x. And again, we only combine the ones that have the x's. Those are gone. So 5x minus 3x would give me 2x's. Bring down the rest of what I have. I still have a minus 2. Bring down my equal sign, and I have a 4. Okay, then from here, I have a two-step equation. So here's my x, and I have a minus 2. So I'm going to add that 2 over to the other side. They're going to cancel here, and I'd have 2x equals 4 plus 2 is 6. Then I'm going to divide by 2. And that is going to cancel here to 1. So I have x on the left side, and 6 divided by 2 is 3. So I got 3 as my final answer. And you could always check these again by putting the 3 in here and here on both sides. So 5 times 3 is 15. 15 minus 2 is 13. Do the same thing over here. 3 times 3 is 9. 9 plus 4 is 13. So both sides had a result of 13 with that answer in, so it worked. That's always the way you want to check your answers. So these could start being mixed in with your multi-step equation. So I'm going to do one that's going to take the rest of the space that I have on my paint here. So what if I have 5 plus 3, and this example uses a Q, and I hate Q, so we'll use a what? Okay, 4. Some letters just look too close to a number to use. Okay, Y. It never matters what letter you use. You still solve them always the same way. Okay, so here's one. It's got lots of different steps mixed in with your variables on both sides. So what we'll do is we'll reduce both sides of the equation separately and then go from there. Okay, so this left side, you cannot combine a 5 plus 3. Most people will go, okay, I have 8 here, and that's going to get them the problem wrong. You have to distribute the 3 to the parentheses before you do anything with that 5. So my first step is to take 3 and multiply by the y and the 4. So I leave the 5 out here in the plus. 3 times y happens to be 3y. Bring down the minus sign here. 3 times 4 is going to give you 12. Okay, simplify the right side the same way. I'm going to multiply the 2 by the y and the 1. So 2 times y is 2y. 2 times 1 is a positive. Bring down the positive, 2. Okay, now I still can simplify a couple things on this left side. I have just a number 5 and a number of negative 12, so 5 minus 12 can be combined. So I'm just going to write the 3y down, so I have 3y, and then I'm going to have a minus because the 12 is larger. Would I get a 7 on that? So 5 minus 12 is going to give you negative 7. Okay, then equals 2y plus 2. So both sides are as simplified as they go. Now I need to carry over the 2y this way. So it's a positive 2y, so I'm going to minus it to the other side. They cancel here. 3 minus 2 is going to give you 1y or y. You still have your minus 7. And over here on this side you have your 2. So the minus 7, I need to move over to the other side by adding 7. So I'm going to add 7 to both sides, and y is going to equal 9. So those ones went to 0, 7 and 2 make 9. So y equals 9. And you could go back up and put the 9 here and simplify and double check that it's the right answer. Okay, so this is kind of how you're working with variables on both sides. And again, these are multi-step equations with variables on both sides.